So let me start with a confession. I once dropped way too much money on a designer fragrance, thinking cost equals quality. And honestly, it was a total letdown.
That stings. I had a similar wake-up call. I bought a 200 bottle, expecting to be blown away, but it faded after just a couple hours. Meanwhile, my 20 clearance find had people stopping me to ask what I was wearing all week.
Isn't it wild? The fragrance world makes us believe price and performance go hand in hand, but half the time, that's just marketing.
Exactly. It's almost like there's a secret club of amazing budget scents, and most people have no clue. I can't tell you how many bargain bottles have outperformed luxury brands in real life.
That brings me to this. Why do you think we're so programmed to think anything under 100 is basically trash?
I blame slick advertising and those intimidating fragrance counters. They have us convinced that if it's not expensive, it's not worth it. But after years of sniffing around discount bins, I know that's just not true.
Totally. I found some of my all-time favorites next to racks of celebrity perfumes, marked down to prices that felt like a mistake.
That's the thrill, right? Digging through the overlooked stuff and finding something that makes you go, why doesn't everyone know about this?
Honestly, the real challenge isn't dropping cash on a famous fragrance. It's sifting through the mediocre cheap ones to find actual gems.
Absolutely. And when you're buying blind online, it's a gamble. You can't just rely on a fancy description or a pretty bottle.
Exactly. I've definitely fallen for a cool bottle only to end up with something that smelled like cleaning spray.
Not gonna lie, my shelf has a few of those duds. But when you find the right one, it's like hitting the jackpot.
Let's dive into the first hidden gem, Hugo Boss Bottled Tonic. This one snuck into my life completely by accident during a chaotic Macy's run.
Isn't it the best when a random grab turns out to be amazing? What hooked you about this one?
It was all about the freshness. The apple note is so crisp, like biting into a perfect Honeycrisp, and the ginger and cinnamon in the heart give it this surprising warmth as it dries down.
That combination sounds incredible. I love when a scent evolves like that fresh at first, but then you get those spicy, woody layers as the day goes on.
Honestly, what shocked me most was the versatility. I wore it to everything: weddings, dates, even coffee runs. And for $35, total steal.
That's wild. So many people assume affordable fragrances can't pull double duty, but this one sounds like it covers every base.
Exactly. Plus, with 4 to 6 hours of solid performance, I never felt like I was missing out.
And at that price point, you can actually reapply without feeling guilty. That's huge for summer scents.
Speaking of shockers, Nautica Blue Sail might be the ultimate 15 miracle. It got more attention at a barbecue than anything else I've worn.
No kidding? It's always fun when a supposed cheapie suddenly becomes the talk of the party. What's the vibe on this one?
It's like walking through a forest after rain super fresh, with this clean water note that just feels effortless. And you can absolutely drench yourself in it without overdoing it.
That's the best part. With affordable fragrances, you get that freedom to spray away. I keep bottles like that in my gym bag and car for quick pick-me-ups.
Now, I've got to be straight, it only lasts 3, maybe 4 hours. But honestly, at 15, I'll just respray and keep moving.
You're so right. Sometimes simplicity is the win. Nobody's expecting beast mode projection from a buy 15 fragrance, but the compliments say it all.
Exactly. It's worry-free and impossible to hate. I love how it just gives you that clean, approachable vibe.
And it's perfect for anyone who wants something low maintenance. Toss it in your bag, spray, and go. That's freedom.
Now for something a little different. Azzaro Chrome Parfum. Full disclosure, I almost overlooked this one while searching for the original.
I've done that. Sometimes the new version hides right beside the classic. What makes this parfum stand out?
It's the sage that gets me. That herbal note feels sophisticated, almost like a Mediterranean breeze, and the bergamot opening is so bright and confident.
Sage in fragrances is underrated. It adds subtle complexity that makes people curious. And 6 to 7 hours of lasting power? That's a serious bonus.
That actually reminds me of another sleeper hit, Lalique Porham Lion. I found it buried on a clearance shelf, and it's become one of my most complimented scents ever.
It's wild how those forgotten bottles sometimes turn out to be pure gold. What's special about this one?
It's all about complexity. There's rosemary, lime, even juniper berries and star anise, but the base of cedar and amber just keeps unfolding. Honestly, every time I wear it, I discover something new.
That's the magic when a fragrance tells a story. And at 25, it's one of those finds that just makes you feel clever, like you're in on a secret.
Funny you mentioned secrets. The last hidden gem for today is Perry Ellis Sky. This one slid under everyone's radar, but it's honestly a modern blue masterpiece for $35.
I love when a brand surprises you like that. What makes Sky so special compared to pricier blues?
It opens with this vibrant lime and bergamot, then smooths out into creamy violet leaves and a minty fresh heart. The base has ambroxan, which gives it that expensive sparkle, except it's not expensive at all.
And the performance? I've heard it hangs on for 8 hours. That's some serious mileage for something most people would overlook.
So after trying all these, my perspective totally shifted. Turns out, price tags and prestige mean way less than we've been told.
Completely agree. Some of my best memories, compliments, conversations, confidence boosts came from bottles I nearly left on the discount shelf.
It really proves that sometimes, the best treasures are hiding in plain sight, just waiting for someone curious enough to notice.
And honestly, that's half the fun. Your signature scent might just be the next overlooked bargain you pick up on a whim.
I want to hear from you now. Have you stumbled onto a budget fragrance that totally blew you away? Spill your secrets. I love discovering new gems from fellow scent hunters.
I'd love to see what other people have found. The community always comes up with surprises. Plus, there's nothing better than helping someone find a new favorite that doesn't break the bank.
And speaking of secret finds, next week we're diving into 3 discontinued fragrances you can still score for a steal. Some even used to sell for over 100.
Count me in. I'm always down for a treasure hunt. Until then, here's to smelling amazing and keeping those wallets happy.